and welcome to the first episode of From Script to Screen, an episodic documentary tracking the production of our latest film, The Outer Darkness.
Pre-production has begun and we've started work in almost all departments. Art, makeup, camera props, it's all underway.
This is an exciting time, but can also be a little daunting when you start to rack up all of the work that lies before you and your team.
Certain aspects of pre-production will need to commence immediately, because you'll find that they will in some way shape your final product. One of those aspects is location.
But without the luxury of Hollywood budgets, you have to be a little inventive when it comes to acquiring a location that has everything you need.
Essentially, this is perfect, isn't it? Yeah, in every way.
Yeah, you've got all the space around. You've got the ceiling height.
Small crow's nest up there for DIT.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll just have to see what we can arrange.
We've learned over the last few years, it's important to ask your friends and family. Look to what you know rather than running to location companies whom will no doubt require budget-killing fees.
Bear in mind there is so much more to consider than just how your location looks, such as power, legality, access time, security, insurance.
Wherever you end up shooting, get insurance. It may seem like a cost with no immediate return, but it'll save your bacon if you end up breaking something or someone. And what's more, having insurance for your crew shows potential owners that you're professional and responsible.
Finding the right location can be one of the trickiest parts of the whole production. So it's important when working within low budgets to utilise what's around you. Make sure you're adaptable based around the demands of the script, but then it really helps that your script is adaptable to your means.
And talking of all things script, here's Joel Morgan, screenwriter on The Outer Darkness.
One of the things you need to focus on when writing a short horror script is the resources you have and the budget you've got. Because if you don't have very much, you need to look at the amount of locations you're going to put in the script, how many characters you put in it, and the special effects you have access to. You also need to look at how long the script's going to be, because if a page equals a minute of screen time, then you don't want to be overwriting or underwriting it. And you also want to look at logic in the story and make sure you're packing in as much as you can into the amount of time you've got. With writing a short film, you can use lots of different storytelling structures and narrative conventions in order to tell a story. A major component of The Outer Darkness is the characters playing a game. So we wanted to make sure that the game was understandable to the viewer very quickly, and also make sure that it had enough room for us to have lots of characterisation and nasty scares and the horror and suspense that we've become known for.
Look up to the sky!
There are various sort of tricks and conventions that work in the horror genre, which you kind of have to know and understand, but also take and twist and turn and sort of make them your own. So what we're aware of when we do these films is to create good scares and good suspense, but do them in perhaps ways you haven't seen before, which is always the main challenge in writing these. So it does take a fair amount of reworking often to really hit the nail on the head and scare our audience like they deserve.
Whilst we're at the start of our journey, it's important for us to keep an eye on the final destination. We've found that on every project we've worked on in the past, it's really important to give ourselves a deadline and then stick to it. There's nothing wrong with a bit of pressure, it really keeps the wheels turning.
If you're planning on releasing your film online, like we are with The Outer Darkness, a strict deadline also informs your marketing schedule, gives you some clear definitions as to what promotional assets are needed and when.
We're hoping to see the brand we've created for The Outer Darkness carry the production from script to screen and beyond as the completed film terrorises a screen near you very soon. See you next time.